Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Toyota for giving me time with the 2022 Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid. If you're in the market for a Toyota, you can come check out South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about pricing here for the Limited Hybrid. Starting price is at $37,575, including destination. This one stickers for $39,971. But let's talk about the front styling for the updated 2022 RAV4. Looking at the front fascia of the RAV4 Hybrid, as you guys can see here, my model is painted in this blueprint paint. It looks really good with the dark gray accents here. Looking at these headlights here, they're going to be a full LED headlight with an LED daytime running light with this LED turn signal. There's also these LED fog lights here at the lower part of the fascia. That's front parking sensors. I do like the grille here on this particular hybrid model. There's also the Toyota emblem, which has the blue background to signify that this is the hybrid RAV4. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the updated RAV4. Looking at the side profile, this has a 105.9 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 180.9. So it's kind of the smallest in the segment by a couple of inches. The biggest vehicles in the segment is the Hyundai Tucson and also the new Kia Sportage, which I recently just tested. Looking at these tires and wheels here, I do like this aluminum finish to the rim design. These are a 225/60 Michelin tire that wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. Like I mentioned, the rim design looks really good with the blueprint exterior paint, and of course it wouldn't have been an SUV without the cladding here. Even at the lower part of the door panel, there's this LED sight marker here in the mirror cap, and my model just has this standard size sunroof. There's also these roof rails here for aerodynamic purposes. There's also this all-wheel drive badge here at the lower part of the door panel. But making our way to the rear of the RAV4, looking at these taillights here, they're going to be an LED combination. The brake lights are going to be a full LED. Turn signals and reverse lights are going to be incandescent. There's the Limited Hybrid badge here, also with the Toyota emblem there. There's this rear wiper here, and there's a RAV4 badge right there. And of course, it's going to be a RAV4. It's going to look traditional back here because it does have dual tip exhaust. Also with the rear parking sensors. Open up the cargo back here. It does have a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 37.5 cubic feet of space. And underneath here, Toyota does equip this with a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. And once you fold down the rear seats, it expands the cargo to 69.8 cubic feet of space. And there is some LED lights back here, also with a 12-volt with some storage off to the side. But let's hop into the interior of the RAV4 Hybrid. Sitting inside the interior of the RAV4 Hybrid, reach over here to shut the door. To start up the vehicle, put your foot on the brake and press the power button right here. Once you do that, as you guys can hear, the gas engine does not turn on. It just uses the electric motors to start up the vehicle, and you're greeted by the RAV4 sign right there, but the gas engine just kicked on. Let's talk about the materials here on the door panel. Really nice material. I do like the nice light gray stitching here. There's this chrome accented door handle. There's two press memory seats. It is auto up and down for all four windows. There's your lock control, mirror adjustment controls. Over here is for the automatic high beam switch. Also the trunk release button. There's a little bit of storage here with this manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a great amount of range and adjustability. I'm going to be super brief with this interior because I did show you guys a RAV4 before, but this one does have this digital display front and center. It's a 7-inch display, also with these analog gauges on the side. This is for the power meter, eco, and charge. It does show you what the vehicle is doing. Over here is a fuel gauge, coolant temperature, the headlight and turn signal stock, wind wiper stock. There's the Toyota emblem here on the airbag cover. Over is your driver's assistance, volume and voice control. You can customize this display by using this little area over here. The materials on the dash are going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. There's no heads up display, but as you guys can see here, this one does have the 9-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Very snappy system. Going here to the older Toyota head unit here, you have to go for the new Tundra if you want that wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto feature. There's a hazard button. The air vents are here. There's a volume and tune knob, shortcut buttons on the side. Over here is going to be these big knobs here for the dual climate control. This also has 3-level heated and cooled seats, traction control, USB port. My iPhone 13 Pro Max kind of fits, but not really. We'll put in the vehicle into reverse. It does reveal a backup camera, of course, also with rear cross traffic alert. So if there's something approaching the vehicle, would notify you, or it will put the brakes on for you if you wasn't paying attention. So that's what I mean by rear cross traffic alert. Kicking it down here over to the left, this does house the eCVT transmission. There's also a sport mode. There's electronic parking brake, auto hold, trail mode. There's an eco mode once you switch to the left. There's a sport mode. When you switch to the right, it does change the actual gauge. There you press in for normal. There's also an EV mode, aluminum painted trim here. This is the key fob for the RAV4. It says RAV4 on the back of the key fob, also with the blue Toyota emblem, which is painted blue to signify that you have the hybrid model. There's 2 cup holders here with this nice dark brown trim there. This area here is going to be nice and padded. Open up this, it does reveal a tray that you can remove. There is 2 Type-C ports in there, and this is the plastics for the vehicle. It does have a decent storage in there. You can probably put a small wallet and whatnot. The seats are supportive and comfortable. And above me there is this sunroof, and Toyota did make some changes here for the interior lighting. Now they have full LEDs instead of that cheap incandescent lighting. Open up this, it does reveal the sunglass holder. There's an SOS button, and there's this frameless mirror here. It is missing the rear view camera option. There's some storage here, just like in the Highlander. Open up this, it does reveal a good amount of storage. But overall, the interior of the RAV4 does feel very modern, but it is lacking when it comes to the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage. Before getting into the back seat of the RAV4 Hybrid, open up the door here. Let's talk about the door panel materials. I like the nice light gray stitching here. This area is going to be nice and padded with this chrome accented door handle. Switchgear feels nice. This area here is going to be nice and padded. There is a cup holder down here. But as you guys can see, plenty of space to get into the back seat. But getting back here, Toyota says you have around 37.8 inches of legroom, so plenty of space in the back seat of the RAV4. But compared to the newer competitors, which have gotten bigger, which is the Hyundai Tucson and also the Kia Sportage, this is kind of one of the lowest in the actual segment as of this filming. As you guys can see, there's rear air vents here, also with charging ports. The floor back here is not flat, but you can fit a middle passenger here. There is 1 mat pocket back here for storage, and above me there's just a standard size sunroof. The seats, they also recline once you grab this handle here, so if you guys have a bad back, you can recline on a long road trip and whatnot. But putting this armrest down, it does reveal 2 cup holders and a nice area to rest your elbows. But overall, the back seat of the RAV4 is not the biggest in the segment anymore, but it does offer plenty of space. Looking underneath the hood of the RAV4 Hybrid, this uses Toyota's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. This powertrain has a total output of 219 horsepower. Unfortunately, Toyota does not quote the actual torque figures here on the RAV4 Hybrid, but this is paired with an eCVT transmission. Fuel economy is this vehicle's strong suit. Is rated to get 41 in the city, 38 on the highway, and 40 combined. This is why you buy the RAV4, because it does get better fuel economy compared to the non-plug-in variants in this segment. And as the RAV4 sits here, this weighs in around 3,700 pounds. So starting off in the driving scene here in the 2022 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid Limited here. So this is a limited trim, so it does have some more nicer features compared to that last RAV4 that I showed you guys, which I think was the, I don't remember the trim level, but I know it didn't have these nicer materials. Right now the vehicle is in EV mode, so I'm just gonna basically coast along to the gas engine kicks on. But keep in mind, the battery pack is very small and it lives underneath the rear seat. And as you guys can see right there, the engine just kicked back on. The visibility out of the RAV4 here is very great, a very low dash. You also have this 9-inch display which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let's talk about the powertrain specs. This uses Toyota's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder with a total combined output of 219 horsepower. So pretty good numbers, but if you want to have more power, you have to look at the RAV4 Prime, which has over 300 horsepower. And it also has a 3 electric motor setup, which is really good. And also has really good range. I think it has over 25 miles of electric range, which is just super impressive for a vehicle this size. And once that gas engine kicks on, you guys can hear the 4-cylinder will just drone into the cabin. So it's not a pleasant sound, but it's a 4-cylinder. It does make up for that with fuel economy. This is rated to get 41 in the city, 38 on the highway, and 40 combined. So great fuel efficiency here from this 4-cylinder. And this is excluding the RAV4 Prime, also the Hyundai and Kia plug-in variant models. This is better than the Honda, also the Hyundai Tucson. So this does have really good fuel economy. So Toyota's been doing hybrids for many years, and they're doing a good job of keeping this vehicle with great fuel economy. I'm supposed to be driving a plug-in RAV4 Prime, but Toyota hasn't sent it to my house just yet. So once they send that plug-in variant, I will definitely bring you guys a in-depth review with that. The seat comfort in this vehicle is really good. There's also 3 level heated and cool seats. The cool seats blow really good air, especially on a day like today. It's like 86 degrees outside. So the cool seats are very lovely right now. This vehicle does drive really good. I have no complaints from the RAV4 from the driver dynamics. It drives really good. It handles pretty good. The front you can feel what the front tires are doing. The steering, it talks to you basically. But this vehicle does drive really good. Probably one of the best driving vehicles in the segment besides the Mazda. I haven't driven the Mazda yet, so I'm gonna leave my final judgment. But out of the Honda and the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage, I think this drives, out of those vehicles that I mentioned, this one probably drives the best. It feels well planted. The fuel efficiency is really good, like I mentioned. Great fuel economy from the RAV4. But if you guys are looking for an electrified option, you don't want to go plug-in yet, I think Toyota does offer a great choice when it comes to the RAV4. After spending time with the 2022 Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drive1Reviews and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And I see you all in the next review.